Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing really well. So welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. This time I am doing a bunker, and this one is really cool. I really like how it turned out and everything like that. So I'm pretty sure that this was actually a suggestion from one of you guys to do a bunker. It was an idea that I had anyway because I love like Fallout and stuff like that, and you know, Sims is such a good kind of like building thing. I think there's some things that could be probably a little bit different, but overall I think Sims is great for building, and I used to build a hell of a lot in Fallout 4 and stuff like that. On my main channel I have a bunch of Fallout 4 builds and stuff, so yeah, it was suggested to me to do a bunker, so that is what we have today. And the kind of idea behind this build, you can see I put a huge fence around it. I do end up actually moving this build to the Strangerville like location area. I can't remember exactly what the map is called. I think it might be called Strangerville. I don't know. Anyway, it's in that place now because I thought that the whole bunker suited that like DLC type thing with alien type things, and as well as the secret facilities that are there. I thought that it just tied in really nice, so I ended up putting it over there. But yeah, the whole bunker kind of thing, the idea I wanted for it is for you to kind of like go through a I don't know, like a checking area. So that is what this kind of building here is. It's a building that I end up putting some desks in, a little seating area, and then kind of like a security checkpoint for you to be able to like go down to your housing unit. So the bunker itself, it doesn't have anything in it that is, I don't know what word I'm looking for, kind of like scientist-ish. So it has no kind of like science rooms or experiment rooms, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. It has nothing like that. It is like a residential bunker place. So think of kind of like city living apartment building, but just under the ground, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's just like an underground living place, very secure, kind of like a gated community, but rather than a gated community, it's a vault, and people can't get down unless they go through the chicken discs. So that was the kind of idea I wanted behind this, and also the reason that I do move it to the Strangerville location is just because some of the plants are used I know for more of a purpose for like the outside going down to the like housing unit. It's more like decoration and stuff, but the cactuses I thought, and all the stones I use, I just thought that they would make a lot more sense in Strangerville, especially the place that I put it. I put it on top of the hill part where the houses are in Strangerville. I put it up there, so I thought that it just made a lot more sense. So you can see I built a sort of, so you go through the checking desk and then you go outside and then you have to go down another set of stairs, and then you come to like the big sort of vault doors or security doors that once you go through there are some apartments. Now the underground complex, or whatever we should call it, has two different floors. It has, the floor one has three rooms, no sorry floor one has two rooms, and then floor two has three rooms. So there are 5 rooms in total. One of them I designed specifically kind of like for a family, and then another 2 are quite small. One is a kind of girly apartment, and then another one is just a more kind of like clean, crisp, modern. As you guys know, that's probably like my favorite style to do. I think either that or bright and colorful are just like the 2 things that I absolutely love. So I was just finishing off the landscape for this place. I put two like little fountains at the front as well for a little bit of decoration. It's kind of the place where you don't necessarily, you definitely have to be invited. You can't just rock up to your friend's house or your parents' house or whatever and think to yourself that I'm gonna go and visit, because you have to be invited and the check-in desk has to know that you're coming. So that was the whole idea, just a super secure underground living complex place. So it's not necessarily like a vault, kind of like a survival-ish place. It's just a complex where people live, and they just happen to live underground. So I'm doing the two kind of like front fountain areas. I did do a cabin on the water. It was the first time I ever tried to do like a house on top of water. I do like the idea, but sometimes I feel like I can't get the ponds, quote unquote, to look more realistic and stuff like that. So I feel like I need to work on maybe that a little bit more. But these little ponds, I try and hide the sides and stuff with some rocks and plants, and I think that they turned out really cool. Just a little bit of decoration outside the house. You could even, if like this was a real life situation, maybe outside, just in front of like the doors to lead into the reception area, you could have a guard on duty and stuff like that. And the inside has 2 reception desks, so maybe it's like one is a security person and the other one is just somebody who works there to like check you into your house and stuff like that, or they could both be security people. So the garden for this is kind of just for decoration, if you will. I wanted trees surrounding it, just because it's kind of like supposed to be confined and people aren't just supposed to rock up and everything like that. I was gonna have trees completely surrounding like the whole sides, but I decided not to do that. There isn't like a barbecue or a sitting area outside, because I thought, as well as it being sort of like a underground living area, I mean, I could have put in like another floor, so there were like 3 floors underground, and I could have had like a community room. I think that would have been a really cool idea to do, but I did not do that. I've literally only just thought of that. Why am I thinking of it now? But yeah, there's no like barbecues or anything outside, just because you don't want to be hanging around and people to be asking you why you're in such a secluded area. I don't know. My other idea for this would be, it's a very safe place for your Sims to hang out in case there was a zombie apocalypse, a sim apocalypse, if you will. So I'm just working on the little reception room, security room that you go through to go down into the housing unit and stuff like that. Housing unit honestly sounds like a prison. I really gotta stop saying housing unit. Houses, we'll just say houses, whatever. The complex, we'll call it the complex. So I decided I wanted this area to be a little bit formal, kind of like you've got 2 security desks or a check-in desk, whatever. So they needed filing cabinets and stuff like that. I decided as well to put in some sort of like trophies and stuff that the place has won, maybe, for being such a secure and good place to live and everything like that. I could have really gone beyond and kind of like extended the whole vault and done many different floors, but I chose not to, just because I think you can only have a max of 8 Sims in a family, I do believe it is. I could be wrong. I don't know if there's a mod or whatever that allows you to have more, but the amount of houses that I have, I'm pretty sure that they kind of go over the 8 Sim thing. So if you wanted to live here, it could probably be like a couple of Sims. Maybe your Sim rents out the other rooms that are in here. Maybe that's a story that you could go down, and you can have some loud people that rent out these underground complexes. I don't know. But there's tons of different things that you could actually do this, and I'm pretty sure any mods would just kind of like make it better. I don't know any kind of like gameplay mods. I've never really ventured on into that. It's just mainly clothes and aesthetic type of things that I've done, but I know that there are loads. So here you can see we have the 2 separate floors. The first floor, like I said, we have 2 rooms, and then the second floor, I don't know if that's the right way. I'm thinking first floor is the first floor you go on, and the second floor is like the floor underneath. I don't know. But that room, that kind of area has 3 rooms, and then the first set that you go into has the 2 rooms. So the first room that I work on is, surprise surprise, the more kind of modern, clean cut, just a crisper build. So the bathroom for this one is quite large. This room is probably just for a sim couple, or maybe a single sim, maybe a sim couple preferably. I do put in a double bed for most of the rooms except one, and then the family room I decide to do, which is underneath this house, kind of like on the 2nd floor. I decide to have a kind of like a twin room or a children's room. I say twins because I was thinking like 2 twin boys or 2 teenage boys that are kind of like around the same age, because I've done the room very dark and stuff like that. Anyway, this room that I'm doing, like I said, more modern stuff like that, I really like this one because I've never done a kind of like long kitchen, if you get what I mean. So I decided to have the kitchen go down this wall so it kind of separates the living and bedroom area, and I really like it. I think it's so cool. It's sort of like a studio apartment feel. It's very open, apart from obviously the bathroom, because you don't want your guests watching you take a wee or a shower or something. So yeah, so it's very open, and I really quite like the look of this. If I could again pick this up, put it somewhere, I totally would. It's a cool little house, especially for like a couple that lives on their own, this, that and the other. So not every house as well has like a computer or a desk or stuff like that. I decided not to make sure that every house had one, just because I don't know, maybe not everybody wants one. The Sims have their phones anyway. Also, each house has a kind of entranceway, a 4 square entranceway, and each one has a washer and a dryer in, so they all have washers and dryers, and I kind of made those little rooms as a sort of hallway entranceway where they can put like their coats. It's an extra storage place. It's the place where all the washers and dryers are. You can just like put your shoes, hang up anything like that. So that's kind of what that room is, which is why for this room I had that kind of like long corridor type thing, so that's why I decided to put the kitchen down there. This room, this is the kind of like really girly room, and I really like this one because it looks really cool. I think it looks really nice. I also want to do kind of like another really girly bright house or a girly apartment as well. I think that I'm gonna be doing one of those down the line. This is also I do have another video of this, which is a walk around tour in my Terrace British house tour video speed build. I said to you guys that I wanted to maybe do some walk around tours with you, and I have done one on this, so that will go up after this video. I just feel like sometimes that's a better way of getting like a better look at the house and all the kind of bits and bobs, especially if it's a small space. Sometimes I find it quite hard to get decent screenshots and stuff like that. There is screenshots at the end of this video as well, so be sure to stay around and check those out. So yeah, this is the kind of girly apartment. It's very pink, everything like that. I choose to swap out the double bed for 2 single beds, and I feel that like that works a lot better. This one is a lot smaller than the house on the opposite side, and this one is kind of more towards the studio apartment type thing, if you will. And the cabinets, like the kitchen cabinets, they actually look really great, and I bring them across the wall to make it as if it's just more storage and stuff like that. I have sim tested as much in this as I can, and I'm pretty confident that the sim can use all of the stuff, like the bathroom layouts, all that stuff is completely functional. If you do ever download any of these and you come across something that isn't functional, let me know and I will know to like change it or whatnot within future builds and stuff like that. So this is one of the smallest builds that I've done, and this one is a city vibe and very industrial feel, so that's what that little tiny apartment is. And then the one next door to that, as you can see, it's very gold, and I decided to do this one sort of like really posh, so it's a posh person's apartment, but it's a very tiny apartment. I messed about with the bed, but I couldn't quite get it how I was envisioning it. It looked really horrible, so I just decided to go for a bed that already has kind of like curtains on it and stuff like that. This build, I didn't end up putting in a bar counter thing for the sim to eat, so although they're posh, if they want to eat, they've got to sit on their couch. Because I do end up taking that out, because sometimes I completely forget that sims need sinks in kitchens. I mean, I know they like sometimes always wash up their plates in the bathroom sink, but I don't know, I hate that. I cannot stand that idea. Unless you like physically can't fit in a sink, then like they have to use the bathroom sink to wash their plates. I don't know, I just don't like it. Hygiene reasons, I guess. I don't know, it just don't sit well with me. But yeah, so that's the posh one, and then next door to that you have the industrial one that you saw a little bit of a minute ago. Sometimes these builds are really long, so that is why I cut them down, and then you get to see like everything in the finished screenshots and stuff like that. If you would like full speed builds of like everything I do, then let me know in the comments and I will definitely do some videos on those. But I mean, I speed these up a lot. This video I think I got about 6 or so hours worth of footage that I've squeezed down into like 20 minutes ish. But yeah, if you would like longer ones, because I do speed them up a lot, and I know sometimes it's a bit jittery, but anyway, just let me know in the comments down below if you would like longer, fuller speed builds. But this house is apartment complex underground is the biggest one I've done, and this is the family one, because I hadn't done a family kind of like orientated one yet specifically. That is when I made this one. So this one has a larger kitchen, it's got a little kind of seating area with a TV, it's got the parents' bedroom one side, and then what I was calling the twin boys room one side, along with the bathroom. So the twin room, I have screenshots of it, but you guys don't actually see me building it because I completely forgot about it, so I had to do all the decorations and that for off camera. But that one, my idea, the reason I was thinking of it being like a twin boy room is because I decided to go for like more darker colors and like blacks, so like they were either teens or they were just like young mischievous adults, if you will. So yeah, that's why I decided to do that one. They could not be twins, they could just be two they don't even have to be boys, they can be whatever. Yeah, that was the idea that I had for that room. That room as well, I put in a table with 2 laptops, so it's like they both have their own laptop, and it's cool as well that you can lock the laptops to Sims, so if you did want to play in this, nobody else would be able to use them. This place as well is a lot more, I don't know, cozier, if you will, because of the whole kind of family theme. So it's more like a I don't really want to say country, like suburban type comfy cozy house for the people to be in, especially like the kitchen and the living room area. The parents' bedroom, I really liked that kind of like 4-poster bed, so I really wanted to go with that, and then I decided to just build it out. I think the first thing I put in this room was the rug, and from the rug I was just like, fine, we're going for a green blue fill, and then I just put in some like utility stuff. But there are some screenshots coming up, so thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you would like fuller, longer speed builds, then let me know in the comments down below. I think the past couple of speed builds have been quite long videos just because of the amount of stuff I've been doing. If I do kind of like a regular house or a tiny house or an apartment, it's never normally like 6 hours worth of footage. But I really hope you enjoyed this build. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the idea. Thank you for suggesting this idea. If you have any more build ideas, please let me know in the comments down below as well. Other than that, thank you all so much. Hit the like button, leave comments. Do not forget to subscribe if you are new, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.